So what I have with me here is a brand new design from Asus that I think is quite revolutionary. And if you watched some of my previous content, you would have seen me review the Lenovo Yoga 9i, which has a similar dual screen design as this Zenbook Duo. But I think the Duo actually executes the dual screen design a bit better for a bunch of different reasons. At first glance, this looks just like an ordinary Ultrabook, maybe a little bit thicker right here. But when you lift off the keyboard, it reveals that it's actually a dual screen laptop that is completely functional with the keyboard on and off. Now, there are pins down here at the bottom that the keyboard connects to the laptop for data and powering the keyboard. And it will recharge this Bluetooth keyboard when it is not connected to the pins. And it'll run off Bluetooth the moment you disconnect the keyboard from the device. So you don't need this keyboard to actually be connected to the Duo at all to be able to use the keyboard. So you could use this, plug the laptop into your TV and then take the keyboard back to your couch and use the laptop hooked to the TV continuously, seamlessly. The other thing that I think makes this ergonomically superior is that you can travel with this thing. The lid closes with the keyboard deck already in there. So it's all ready to travel. You don't have to set it up or anything. You can just open this up just like any laptop and it's ready to go. And then when you want to put it into kickstand mode with dual screens, with the Yoga 9i, you had to set up the cover case up to hold the laptop up. But with this, you actually have a built-in kickstand, which is so cool. So we'll just lift this off and set this right here. And now we've got ourselves a stable dual screen setup. And you can see that this touchpad is it feels very smooth. I'm assuming it's a glass touchpad. This touchpad is a very smooth touchpad. And the other thing is this keyboard has a backlight to the keyboard. So you're able to use this on the go with the backlight. You can't really see it right now, but it is backlit and it does feel really good to type on. It feels like an ordinary, normal Zenbook keyboard and touchpad, which again makes this thing, I think, ergonomically superior to something like the Yoga 9i. Now, one area in which the Yoga 9i I think does have a little bit better design is that the Yoga 9i has a dual hinge which allows the screens to sit completely flush and smooth. With the Zenbook Duo, there is a bit of a gap that separates the screens. So when you go into horizontal mode, one screen will be closer to you and further away from you. Notice that when I switched the laptop to horizontal mode, we had that nice animation and it automatically transitioned. That's the way it's supposed to work, of course. So let's go through the few modes that you can use this laptop with. You can use it in ordinary Ultrabook mode. You can set it up in kickstand mode with the keyboard not attached. And then if you want to, you can turn it sideways and use it with the kickstand. Again, the kickstand is designed to be used horizontally as well. And the software is designed to automatically switch over to be vertical, though I'm noticing it doesn't quite sit perfectly. Overall, I think it's a really cool application of the dual screen Ultrabook design. And what I want to see is this slightly bigger 16-inch display with an RTX 4070, maybe up to a 4090 if they can squeeze it in there. That'd be pretty freaking sweet. And it would probably be the most functional portable multimedia creation laptop out there. So that would be really, really cool for a 16-inch gaming notebook design. I think the biggest thing that makes this probably superior to the Yoga 9i is the fact that you have this fully integrated keyboard deck with touchpad and that it's got the connector pins and that it acts just like a normal laptop when you want it to, or a dual screen laptop when you want it to, without having to have a foldable case that you take with you. And that just makes it an overall superior package in my view, at least with my initial impressions. So let's talk ports. We've got an HDMI 2.1 and a headset jack, and notice there is a fan exhaust over here on the right side. Going to the other side, we have two Thunderbolt 4s and a USB-A 3.2. Now, we also have another fan exhaust over here, as well as another USB-C, but this USB-C goes to the keyboard dock for charging the keyboard dock when it's gonna be not connected to the laptop for an extended period of time. Normally, these connector pins at the bottom of the keyboard dock will charge the keyboard dock continuously, and the battery life on this keyboard dock is gonna be like 10 to 15 hours of continuous use with the backlight enabled. But if you disable the backlight, it should last a really long time. Asus is claiming like 2 weeks of continuous use with no backlight. So that would be pretty insane. On the inside of the Zenbook Duo, we have an Ultra 9 155H with 6 performance cores, 8 efficiency cores, and 2 high efficiency cores. That's a total of 16 cores, 22 threads of high performance at 35 watts of TDP. Now we also have an integrated Intel Arc graphics card in here that is basically supposed to be 2 times more powerful than the Iris Xe graphics card of previous Intel generations. So I'm really excited to test out the performance of this new CPU, and especially the potential gaming performance of the new Intel Arc integrated GPU. And of course, this is a lot more cores and threads than what we were testing in something like the Lenovo Yoga 9i that had the i7 1355U. This obviously has a lot more cores and threads than previous Ultrabooks that I've tested in similar designs. So really excited to check it out. Thanks so much for checking out the Zenbook Duo. Be sure to check out my other Asus content, the Scar 18 and Zephyrus G14 and G16 2024 models videos as well.